TJ Miller's back on the Cruz show.
TJ!
Real 92.3 LA's new home for hip hop.
All right. Vamos!
What's up, bro? Vamonos!
Let's go!
Yo, 5 shows this weekend at the Brea Improv.
Gotta do it. I'm
Insane.
back.
You're taking over. The
Full
building's
effect.
yours. It's yours. You have the keys. You have the deed.
Yeah, I'm so excited. It's gonna be great. And I'm dropping my stand-up special.
That's on the way.
On the 29th, so the end of this month. It's
Yes.
called Dear Jonah. And it's going to be great. I'm going to send you guys a link early ahead of everybody else.
Ooh.
Maybe not Lachero. I don't know that I
Thank
trust
you.
him.
You know,
I'm over there looking at his Mercedes-Benz.
I got to bootleg it so I could sell it and afford the Mercedes-Benz that I was looking at.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That was the whole
I
purpose.
I see the scam. I get it. But yeah, so this is all kind of new material. So this is totally different.
Ooh, this is good.
And it's going to be a lot of improvising and riffing and messing around with the audience.
Yes.
Yeah, the special that I'm dropping is going to be really, it's just amazing. It's unlike anything else. It's called Dear Jonah. And what happens is, so I filmed 2 stand-up specials. The other one is going to be coming out next year in 3 weeks. One was in Nashville, and the other completely separate one I did in Tampa, Florida. But the one in Nashville, Dear Jonah, is so in Nashville, you guys know that it's the bachelorette party.
Yes.
But it's just, that's it. They say it's the capital. No, Nashville, Tennessee is just a bachelorette party. There's people dragging drunk party bus chicks in a tractor. Right. It's ridiculous.
Oh my god!
When you get off the plane, they give you a penis necklace. It's just like right away.
Penis hat?
Right away. Penis straws,
It's
the whole
equivalent of
thing.
when you go to Hawaii and they give you the...
Yeah. It's like a lei. You're right.
Yeah.
Instead of a lei, it's just a penis necklace.
Gummy bear penises, the whole thing.
The whole dang thing. And so I got there and I go, all right, if this is going to be rowdy at any point, we're filming like 5 shows. I said, if it's going to be rowdy at any point, then I might just have to go off script and just riff. And the director was like, all right, but let's really try and get it. So the first show was good, but we didn't quite get it. And it was just new. It's been a long time since I've done a stand-up special. That's why I like banked too really quickly. And then the Late Show Friday is traditionally always, especially in Brea, is just drunken rowdiness, just debauchery, you know? And so I'm going, all right, look, if it gets crazy, then I'm just going to go ahead and just riff. And then we'll have that on camera. We can use that. Maybe we cut into something else specifically. And then I start doing the set, and right from the get-go, it's like, it's the best audience. I'm just like, oh my God, this is like...
The energy's there. It feels good.
I'm like, this is the audience. But within a couple minutes, this guy in the front row starts like heckling. He's just, and I'm going, oh no. But it's weird heckling. He's like, yeah, that's good. Yeah, I agree. Like, just weird. Like, he's like, to me, he was drunk. He was drunk in a way where he forgot there's anybody else there.
Yeah.
He just thinks it's him and me, and we're in my living room and we're talking.
And he's here to approve your stand-up.
And so I try and ignore it, right? And then he kind of does it a couple more times. Like, he's like, I know, yes, that's happened to me. Those types of things. So I'm like, all right, now I have to deal with it. So I go into him and I go, okay, you're wearing cargo pants? He's like, yeah. I go, what's your cargo? What are you carrying? What's your freight? You know? And then he goes, I just like cargo pants. So I don't have anything in the pockets, but I like the way they feel and I like them. So then it's really clear this guy's not drunk at all, right?
Right.
He's like special needs. He's got, you know. And then the whole audience, you can just feel them being like, what is TJ going to do? What's going to happen? And then I right away am like, I just want you all to know that I am not going to make fun of him. And it cuts the tension immediately, and it's like explosive laughter.
Yeah, of course.
Oh my god!
But then, slowly throughout the show, I start including him because he's such a huge fan.
No
At one
pun
point,
intended. Slowly.
Yeah. And yeah, right. All right. No more from you on that tip. Okay. So slowly, I start including him in the. Okay, fine. Gradually, I start including him.
We don't want to offend anyone.
Thank you.
In the show. And it was so wonderful. It was just actually kind of like beautiful because he's such a big fan. He loves me in all my movies, Deadpool specifically, but also came and saw me do stand up.
Yeah.
And he loved it so much that he had to, because I talked to him afterwards, he loved it so much that he had to come and sit closer. That's why he was in the front row.
Yeah.
And he then starts to become the star of the show. And like
Wow.
even the closer is like, it's for him. And then he's a part of the very ending. He does the funniest thing of all. Like 2 of the funniest parts in the whole special are him.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's great. So I can't wait for people to see it because it was so interesting. I mean, imagine how that's never happened to me. I've never known that to have happened to anybody else
Right.
as a stand-up comic. And then it just happens to happen on a night when we were shooting
Yeah.
a 7-camera full-on television special.
It was meant to be, man.
And
It was meant to be.
yeah, I think it's great. And it was cool too, in part because it really shows like who I am. Like it shows a lot of that true character, sort of that Santa Claus spirit.
Sure. Yes.
From Office Christmas Party. And and Take Us to Your Santa coming to theaters in 2027.
Wait.
So,
wait.
yeah, so I'm really excited for that to drop on the 29th, and I think you guys are gonna love it. But it was just really crazy that it happened, and we had to make it look great, and so it really looks great.
So cool,
And I was
man.
gonna call it the pandemic special because a lot of this stuff is from the pandemic and about it. But I was talking to somebody, and they just, they were like, I don't think you should say pandemic. Nobody wants to talk about that anymore. And he's like, and Jonah is sort of the star of the special. So,
Wow.
so that's why
You
we're
named it
calling
after
it
him.
Dear Jonah. Yeah, his name's
Oh,
Jonah.
that's
Because it
awesome.
is sort of a love letter to him, but not in a weird way.
Right.
Leche.
Right. I think it's a love letter to Jonah and to a lot of other Jonahs out there who
Yeah, totally.
are
'Cause
fans of yours.
Yeah, and it's so great for it to be in there. And then it's funny, a big thing that I've been having is people have been like, well, people might think that you like made him as a plant. You know what I mean?
True.
And other people will be like, they're going to think that you're being, ableist and making fun of disabled people. And it's like, no, being ableist is not including him. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like all
Exactly.
these people that are going to be offended and have strong opinions on all this stuff, that doesn't matter because they don't have anything to do with it. And this is going to make this dude's life. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
That's
going to
what
be
it's
the
about,
most
bro.
amazing
Yeah,
thing
that's so cool.
that ever happened to him. So I'm so excited about that. So
You should be.
but
That's
that's
all
all
awesome.
done, and that has like really tight material from the pandemic. But now it's time to kind of do the new stuff. So I'm working on the next special, and this is going to be more kind of about me in Hollywood. It's like stories from Hollywood.
Yeah.
But then also what it's like to be famous and my kind of famous and how bizarre that is.
Does
So
Jonah know
it's really
that
fun.
that this special is named after him yet?
He doesn't. But in the special, because that night I go to him, this is going to be a comedy special. It's going to be like a television special, and you're going to be in it. And I think you're the best part. I thought you were awesome. And so there you can see him be like, oh my God. And so the best is going to be if he when he sees it. And it's so funny.
Yeah.
And then there's somebody else, it wasn't even my lawyer, but like somebody else was like, well, what if he comes and tries, we're not him, but what if his parents come and like try and get money from you? And I was like, that's even the best part. It's going to be free on YouTube. So that's also part of the spirit of the whole thing. It's
Yeah.
like, why would you charge people for this incredible thing that happened?
Yeah.
And so, I think it'll be really fun.
I think Jonah's just going to be so overwhelmed with that love that anyone who loves him will feel that same way.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely right. And the people, when you see it, it's pretty amazing. Some people that I know were like, I started crying at the end because it ends up so amazing for him. He's like king of the world during the show. At the very end, it's like the best. It's just the best thing.
Yeah.
I know you guys try and help Leche feel the same.
All the time. All the time. All the time. They don't do a great job. I'll be honest.
You know
They don't
what?
do a great job.
They don't always do a great job.
Throughout
Dear
the whole
Leche.
show.
Dear Leche, that's what I was gonna say. You guys need to have a segment called Dear Leche where people have to call in and say something nice about him. And
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
You know what's crazy? My mom just texted me, and she was like, "Everything okay? I just had a dream about you that you were last night that you were crying and sad."
Uh-oh.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
and it's crazy because I told Jeff I've been having like this rough patch. I told Cruz too, like, a lot on my mind and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely, you guys gotta do better, guys. Come on, please.
We
You
gotta,
do
Sure,
better
let's
with
pick it
me.
up.
You're the one that picks on me. He's the one that picks on
You're
me.
sad now
forever.
because you're so ripped. You're so cut.
you're
You don't
so
get to
cut.
eat anything that you want to eat.
That's probably what it is, man.
And it's a sad lifestyle,
Yeah,
I did it today. I had
the
a.
fittest people are the saddest.
It's true. I had a hot dog from Doghouse, and then I was thinking about having another one,
So
which would have
good.
made me really happy. But then I thought about you, and I didn't. And now I'm sad. Isn't that right? That's kind of the deal.
5
Oh,
shows
my
this
gosh.
weekend at the Brea Improv. TJ Miller. Do you have a hot sauce as well? Your own hot sauce?
I do, and I forgot to bring it today, so I might bring
You're
it
good
You
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
forgot
worry
to bring
about it.
hot sauce to Mexicans, really?
I know. Well, I figured you probably already
He would
stole
do.
quite a few anyway. I see a Tapatio that has a
there's another one
has
there,
a
too.
Chipotle mark on it. It's labeled. It's for Chipotle only.
I stole it from Tao.
Yes. No, I'll bring in some tomorrow. You guys got to get into it. But yeah, my hot sauce is. I got 3 different flavors. You can get it on my website. TJMillerDoesNotHaveAwebsite.com. I'm also selling
love
peanut
that.
butter.
Yes, peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
Is that
Peanut
right?
butter.
Yeah, dude. That's what I'll do. I'm gonna bring in
Love
peanut
peanut
butter tomorrow. I'll bring in some peanut butter for you guys tomorrow. We
Yeah.
have 3 different flavors. I've got dark chocolate and coconut for the ladies,
that sounds bomb.
right?
Love it.
And
Love
then-
it.
For
Love
me,
it.
that sounds amazing.
And then I've got honey roasted peanuts,
Ladies.
cherries, and milk chocolate.
Oh,
Cherry
dude,
chocolate,
let's go.
and then toffee crispy, which is toffee,
man.
Rice Krispies,
Oh,
and milk
dude.
chocolate. It's my take on crunchy peanut butter.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm
That
so
sounds really
excited
good.
now.
That sounds
Really
good.
good. I'll bring some in tomorrow. That'll
Yeah.
be
And
really
And it's called
good.
TPB&J.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey.
Way to get over there on the computer.
That's why he has it up
He's
like
quick.
all the time.
He's
Here,
just looking
Leche.
at pictures of food.
Well, Leche,
He's looking at doghouse photos on Yelp.
Leche romanticizes with menus. He goes to he looks up different menus and checks out the product and the prices.
I like
and-
to be prepared.
Yeah,
I
mean,
do that too. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't like to
It's
not
the
be
genius
prepared.
in us, you know?
it's just the genius in us. Don't be
just who
sad,
we
little
are,
Leche.
man.
No, we'll be all right. We'll be
Little
all right.
tiny Leche.
I just got to wake up with a Rolex in my left wrist and I'll be fine.
Cruz, I love that. I like you. The fittest people are the saddest people.
Yeah,
I think everybody says. Well, you tell us. What do you think about this? Nothing tastes as good as being thin feels.
I don't even know what that means. That's too complicated.
That's what they
Bring
say.
it down. Bring it down.
That's what they say. So does being thin feel so good that the best food just doesn't compare to that feeling of being like
Thin.
super thin?
Fit. I'm still confused in the phrase.
it doesn't taste
so
like a
basic-
Snickers. I'll tell you that right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So being thin, like being as happy like as you are thin, doesn't taste as good as like how happy you are when you eat something that you really like.
A bacon cheeseburger.
bacon-
I still eat that kind of stuff. I'm not sad because of the food, but
You got to eat it at 9 a.m. though, and then you can't eat for the rest of the day, right?
see, no. We fast, so we try not to eat before 11 a.m.
Really?
Yeah.
How late do you eat?
Try by 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. the latest.
So he only has a window from like 11 to 7.
Oh, that's the intermittent fasting. thing.
Yeah.
I think you just eat as soon as you can in the morning, and then you leave as much time between eating and going to sleep. That's how I used to cut weight. I think we talked about this. But
Yeah, I mean, it's still fasting. It's just your hours are
is.
different.
Yeah.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
can't
It is.
eat
That's the best
breakfast.
thing.
I can't
really?
eat breakfast in the
well,
morning.
if you start eating breakfast, even if you don't want to, and you stop eating like dinner close to bed, then when you wake up, you'll be really hungry.
Oh.
That's
True.
the way to do
You're
it.
starving, yeah.
But what do you think? You still eat that stuff, but you
Yeah.
just can't eat during other. But you also can't eat as much as you want. You can't in that window have like 10
No.
cheeseburgers.
I definitely can't. Yesterday though, we had a
Yesterday we had a
ton of
time.
bread,
We
bro.
had-
What'd you guys do?
It was just a bunch of pastries and sugar, and then Garcia showed up with Chick-fil-A and
Oh
fries.
man,
and-
yesterday I was a naughty boy, bro.
A naughty little boy.
I brought chips and he ended up eating my bag of chips.
You ate all her chips?
yeah.
That's what happens
But
when
it was
you're new to the
emotional
show.
eating, and I
That's
identified
rookie
it.
hazing.
Rookie hazing.
They literally tell me that I'm gonna gain 15 pounds by being
It
here.
happens. It's a crucial
They're like-
15.
That's your
It
freshman
happens.
Cruise 15.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it happens.
You're
So,
going
to
to
avoid
lose
it-
cruise control.
To avoid it, I've already started like working out.
Yeah,
So-
all right.
And I am sad that I'm working out. So.
Yeah, there you go. The fittest or the saddest.
Depressing. It's depressing.
It's
the
not
best
much fun.
website ever because of the name. TJ Miller does not have a website.com. Peanut butter and so much more on the website. The hot sauce.
And the special dropping the 29th.
Special
Dear
on the
Jonah.
way. It'll be on YouTube. And
Yeah.
then we have other amazing projects on the horizon that are soon to be.
Yeah, we're hoping to do a
exposed.
movie with the Russo brothers. We're thinking a Christmas movie, make it big. Yeah, because look, you were asking me off like what are the steps between pitching a movie, and what we say is from pitch to premiere.
Yeah.
Okay, there's 1,000. They say, there's so many steps. There's 1,000 ways that the movie is not going to get made.
Wow.
So just every single step of the way, there's something that can go wrong, or somebody can change their mind, or the financing doesn't come through, or they don't have enough money. One of the stars is on and then drops out.
Yeah.
There's just 1,000 ways that the movie won't be made. But there is one way that it does get made, and that's just like a little bit of Hollywood magic where everything lines up. And so far, this is that story in my life, because it's just so interesting that these guys, I have a history with them, because the first TV show that I ever did, they kind of gave me my first job in Hollywood, was Carpoolers, and the Russo brothers directed that. And so to now kind of at this point wanting to do because this would be a big movie. So that's what we're kind of working on. So, you might, next time I'm in, I might say, it's such a bummer, man. We got so close. But the idea is that things kind of line up. They're in order. Everything clicks in, locks in, and then you make a movie. But what's weird, why this is so strange, is like I've been in Transformers, obviously. So that was like a $200 million movie. Or something. It was actually $300 million. Michael Bay told me not to tell anybody that, but I think it's okay now. It's been out for a little while.
Yeah.
And so this is such an interesting, logical next step. But to star in a Christmas movie, as Santa Claus essentially, but not Santa Claus, is at this level. It's just that'd be a really interesting thing for me, for a lot of reasons in my career for sure. But also, it's just so funny that I'm I joked about this to Russo, where I was like, it is really funny to me. The idea of basically me saying like, please just let me play Santa Claus again. That's all I want to do.
One more time.
All I want to do for America is be Santa Claus. And it's kind of true. Like deep down, it really is kind of true. I want to give all the good and bad, the good girls and the good boys.
Yeah.
I want to give them presents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And
that's
the
awesome.
naughty boys and girls get coal, and that's a comment on fossil fuel use. No, but I mean, I think that's really funny. And so, yeah, just for fun, if all your listeners want to just say what's up and hashtag it, take me to your Santa.
Whoa.
That'd be really fun.
Ooh.
Just for
Hashtag
fun.
take me
Just
to
for
your
funsies.
Santa.
Just for fun. Just for fun.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it would be really, really exciting. But right now, the cool thing is this special drops the 29th. I have another special called The Philosophy Circus, which is going to drop I don't know, probably the very beginning of next year. And now I finally have had the time to be able to really focus on stand-up, which is what I started as. And I think Dear Jonah is really, really going to be different
gonna
than
be
anything
great.
anybody else has seen.
Yeah, man.
And then Philosophy Circus has a lot of what it says, circus. So that's like juggling and terrible ventriloquism and all this
Yes.
kind of
I
stuff.
love that.
Yes.
So
I
yeah,
love that.
so it's gonna be that's gonna be a lot of fun too. So
Man, we
yeah,
wish
a
you
lot
all the
of
luck and
fun
love in the
stuff.
world, man.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
you
feel
got
the same
this.
way. And I do the Santa thing for you guys, right? I
Yeah.
like to donate to your yes.
Bro, you did that.
Cruz
Thank you so
cares.
much, man. You're the man.
I'll do it again this Christmas.
Come on,
And
bro.
every Christmas from here on out. It's all about being
Period.
Santa.
You're the best. That's
Anyone
what it's
can be
about,
Santa
man.
Claus.
Scoot
Yeah.
over,
about-
Mariah Carey. It's your season.
No, Mariah, you can stay right there. I'll sit closer. I can
Stay right there.
I
Five
can, you know
You
what?
have
I'll,
a seat at
I'll
the
sit
dinner
on your
table.
lap, Mariah Carey.
Yes.
I'll tell you what I want for Christmas.
Yes. That's right.
Regalos de corazón.
5 shows this weekend at the Brea Improv. TJ Miller, my guy. Always appreciate
Thanks,
you, man, and
guys.
love you. Thank you so much. You're the man. Congratulations.
Amazing.
Yo, check out more of our YouTube interviews now, ASAP Plus. Download the free iHeartRadio app so you can check out the Cruz Show podcast.